Aloha! This is Heidi at Easy Peasy. In this video, I'm going to show how various newborn fitted diapers fit on my newborn baby. My son weighed 6 pounds 14 ounces when he was born, and he was 20.5 inches tall. His umbilical cord stump fell off when he was 7 days old. This video is just going to show how these diapers fit on him. I will be doing a separate video that will be a comparison review of the features, what I liked and disliked, and which was my favorite. Included in this video is the Babee Greens newborn fitted diaper. I have the one that's a cotton hemp blend, but there's also one that comes in 100% cotton. Also included is the Cloth-eez Workhorse diaper that Green Mountain Diapers sells. This is in the unbleached organic cotton version, and I also have the bleached version. And I will be showing you the next size as well, the size small. We'll be looking at how the Luludew size 1 fitted diaper fits on him, and the size 2 as well. This is the Loveybums size newborn small. It's organic cotton velour. This is a homemade fitted diaper that I made using the Trimsie fitted diaper sewing pattern. If you're interested in sewing your own cloth diapers, please watch my video on how to sew cotton cloth diapers. We'll also look at the Esembly baby inner in size 1, which is intended to fit from 7 pounds. It's not technically a newborn diaper, so it fits a bit longer than some of the others, up until about 17 pounds. Let's dive in and see the fit of these fitted diapers. He is currently 7 pounds 0 ounces, 21 inches tall, rounding up. He's more about 20.5 inches, and 9 days old. Let's take a look at how the various fitted cloth diapers fit him. This is the Babee Greens newborn fitted diaper in hemp organic cotton. It was the first diaper he wore after he was born, and it was already a bit tight around his legs from birth. We're already ready to be taking this out of our rotation, even though he only wore it a few times. It does have one umbilical cord snap down here, but you can see the rise is so low that it sits below his belly button, even without that snap down. Since there's 2 snaps here, I have this one on the loosest setting, and then this one went over, because otherwise I'd be pushing against his skin, so can't really make it much looser than this. So this is a super teeny tiny diaper. He's already outgrown it at 7 pounds, and even at 6 pounds 14 ounces, I was worried it was too tight around his legs. In that clip, I was taking the hip snap and snapping it here to the loosest setting, and then I was just tired and not thinking about it. I was taking the snap and snapping it right here, and that was making the waist really loose. So what I should have been doing is snapping it over here, and that's actually how I had it when he was normally wearing it. Just tired mama when I filmed that. This is the Luludew fitted diaper size 1. It has 1 set of rise snaps that are snapped up here to shorten the rise. On the sides were snapped in 2 from the side. This one fit pretty well under the umbilical cord from birth. It's been my favorite fitted from birth so far because these elastics give it a really nice snug fit around the legs. I don't worry at all about this one leaking. And then I think once we undo these rise snaps, it'll give a little bit more room around the legs for growing room. It's this really nice soft cotton velour fabric. It is pretty thick and bulky through here. Plenty of absorbency. This is the Cloth-eez Workhorse fitted diaper size newborn from Green Mountain Diapers. At first I was folding down the rise and using a snappy, and then I realized once this cord started drying out, it did work to use it not folded down. I have it over 1 snap here. At first we did have it snapped all the way tightest. Yeah, I think we could snap a bit tighter here to get a better fit around the legs. Now I moved the snaps all the way into the tightest setting. That's giving him a better fit around the legs. That's how we have been using it, is on the tightest snap setting there. This is the organic cotton unbleached version. This is the Loveybums newborn small fitted diaper. It's an organic cotton velour, but I don't find this quite as soft and comfortable around the legs as the Luludew, especially just the elastic is kind of thick around the legs here. It's not quite as soft and bendable, a little bit more stiff. We have this hip snap all the way on the loosest, and then we skip one and then this snap. so I don't think we can get it much looser on him without having a snap going against his skin, which I wouldn't want to do. It could get a bit tighter there. And right now the rise height is good on him. At very first it was a little bit high of a rise. He still had his stump on. This is the Trimsie fitted diaper that I made for my video on how to sew cloth diapers. I didn't have very high expectations for this, but I've been really happy with it. I thought it was going to be too high of a rise for the umbilical cord stump, but it ended up, it was perfectly fine for that. On this side we have it snapped all the way out at the tightest, so there's quite a bit more growing room. Just this time when I put it on though, I had to do a little bit looser on this side, so it looks like he'll be moving on to one looser setting. It's good fit around his legs. I used organic cotton French terry, and so far it's been good absorbency for him as well. But this is a trimmer, narrower one between the legs, which is nice. This is the Esembly baby fitted diaper, or the inner as they call it. It's not technically a newborn diaper, but it is supposed to fit from 7 pounds. I was pleasantly surprised that it sits a bit lower on the rise than I was expecting, but it is still pretty gaping around the legs, so I haven't used it enough to really see how well it works, but I wouldn't be surprised if I had some leaks out of the legs on this one, even though he is just right at 7 pounds right now. He's not quite chubby enough around the legs. I've got the snap snapped in all the way to the middle. The middle snaps have these little blue dot in the center, so you know which one is the middle snap, which I think is a really cool feature. So I think this Esembly baby fitted is one he'll be growing into and using more past the newborn stage. He is 8 pounds, 0 ounces, about 21 inches tall, and 18 days old. First of all, we've already taken out of rotation the Babee Greens newborn fitted diaper. It was just way too tight around his legs. This was pretty much too small for him from birth, so we're no longer using that. He's wearing the Luludew size 1 fitted diaper, which he just peed in, so I need to change him out of this. I've undone these rise snaps in order to make it a bit looser around his legs because it was getting too tight around his legs with that done up. Right now I have the waist snap coming in 3 from the side. It's still sitting below his belly button, even with those rise snaps loosened to make the rise bigger. A nice snug fit around his legs there. He's wearing the newborn size Workhorse fitted diaper from Green Mountain Diapers. We have it snapped in, so it's the loosest on this hip snap, and then one more in here. It's sitting below his belly button. It's getting tighter around his legs. There's still a little bit of gapping up here, but that doesn't matter as much as that down here. It's fitting pretty well. So this is a good trim option for a fitted diaper. I like pairing this under his pull-on style wool covers. He's wearing the Loveybums newborn small fitted diaper. I've got this hip snap on the loosest it will go, and then this one's also snapped, and I'm feeling like that's making it too tight around his legs, but I don't really want to have that snap on his skin, so I don't know here. I thought this should fit him for a bit longer. Let me show you what I mean on the snaps. So if I were to loosen it any more, then this snap here would be touching his skin, which might be okay because the type of snap it is. So I think I'm gonna have to try that, only snapping this one to make it so it'll be a bit looser around his legs. This is supposed to fit up to 12 pounds and he's only at 8 pounds right now. So now I'm only using the one snap, just this one, and I have it snapped in 2 from the side, and that is giving him a better fit so it's not so tight on his legs here. Here he is in the homemade Trimsie fitted diaper. I've been really happy with the fit on this, but this cotton French terry is a bit stiff, like when it comes out of the washer and the dryer, so I wish I had made a version of this, but out of organic cotton velour instead. That would have been more soft and comfortable. I've loosened up the snaps a little bit, so there's 2 snaps exposed here now. This does give a really nice fit. I like that it's not as bulky as the other diapers between the legs. Sits nice and low below his belly button. So I just wish I had made this out of a softer, more pliable type of fabric. Here he is in the Esembly fitted diaper, or the inner as they call it. This is intended to fit from 7 pounds, and he's right at 8 pounds 0 ounces right now, and it looks like it is a good fit on him. It's just a little loose right here at the top of the legs, but that doesn't matter as much as it down here being a good fit. I haven't been reaching for this lately because I was just assuming it was too big on him, but I think now it would be fine to be using this. It still sits nicely below his belly button, even though there's no rise adjustment on it. He's currently 9 pounds 1 ounce, 21.5 inches tall, and he's 4 weeks old. This is the Luludew size 1 fitted diaper. I have the rise unsnapped. I've got it snapped out to the loosest here on this side, but that's making it really bulge here on front. Again, I just don't like putting fitted diapers on in a way that might be too tight around his little legs. So that's why this isn't bulging, because I'm setting it to fit his legs. He's wearing the Luludew size 2 fitted diaper. We've got the rise snapped up on this, and then these snaps are in 2 from the side. I'm actually preferring the fit of the size 2 on him right now, and we got some more of these since there's a growing room. He'll be able to wear them for a while. He's wearing the newborn Workhorse fitted diaper in the unbleached organic cotton version. We've also purchased some of the bleached white organic cotton version. The hip snap is all the way out to the loosest, and then he's got the other snap snapped in. It's a little bit loose on his waist like that. At this point, he can also wear the size small Workhorse fitted diapers from Green Mountain Diapers. He's got this one snapped in the tightest without it actually overlapping to give it a good fit on his legs. That is making it a little snug on his waist. I might consider moving this out to the loosest if that felt too tight. No, he's got a little bit of room there. So it hangs down a little bit more saggy, but I think at 9 pounds now he can definitely be wearing these. We have been using them. He's wearing the Loveybums newborn small fitted diaper. I've got it snapped out all the way to the loosest on the side to give a setting that I like on the legs. This does get a little bit stiff around the legs, and again, that's giving a little extra room around the waist having on that snap setting. He's wearing the homemade Trimsie fitted diaper. We've got it snapped 3 snap placements over, and there's 1 more snap placement there. Same on the other side. Right now it looks like it's okay on his legs, not too tight around his thighs. He's wearing the Esembly size 1 inner. This is a really good fit on him right now. He's got it snapped in 1 from the side, or you could think 1 out from the middle. Fitting nicely now around his legs at 9 pounds. He's currently 10 pounds 2 ounces, 22 inches tall, and 6 weeks old. He's wearing the Luludew fitted diaper, size 1. On this one, we have it on the loosest snap setting for the legs because his chubby legs, it's already getting pretty snug around. But when I put it on the setting for the legs to be a good fit, then it's like really gaping a lot here at the waist. So it's just kind of an awkward fit on him. He's wearing the Luludew fitted diaper size 2. On this one, he has the rise snapped up. There's 1 row that's on there, and then this waist one coming in 1, 2, second snap in, and that's giving a good fit on the legs. Still a bit gaping on the waist, but not as bad as the size 1 proportions. So I already ordered him some more of these size 2. I think we'll just move on to using the size 2 at this point. And I like that the layers of velour are kind of more distributed on this bigger size, so even though it's just as thick, it doesn't seem as bulky as the size 1. He's wearing a newborn Workhorse fitted diaper. This is in the bleached organic cotton, and this is the one with the snaps. Since I'm using the snaps here, I've got the hip one at the loosest, and then this one snapped in 1 that's making it start to get pretty snug around his little legs. I've used the no closure ones with snappy before, and I was able to get those to fit for longer. He's wearing the Loveybums size newborn small fitted diaper in the organic cotton velour. I have the legs snapped all the way on the loosest setting, and they are getting snug. This says it fits up to 12 pounds, and we probably could get a bit more use out of it, but since we have other ones on the way, I think we're probably going to take this out of a rotation now. It's also doing the thing where it's a bit loose at the waist, so that seems to just be a problem in general for him with the fitted diapers, that if I make it a good fit on his chubby thighs, it ends up loose on the waist. He's wearing the homemade Trimsie fitted diaper. I do like how the narrow cut is fitting him right now, but it does feel a little stiff around his legs. We've got it all the way on the loosest snap. He's wearing the size 1 Esembly fitted diaper, or inner. This is one that he'll still be able to wear for a while. It could go a little bit looser here. I'm adding in this clip now that he's 11 pounds, 0 ounces, 22 inches tall, and 8 weeks old. I just wanted to show that I didn't have the Luludew size 2 fitted diaper adjusted the best in that last clip. It works a lot better to let out the rise snaps, and then I can bring in the waist tighter, like 1, 2, 3 in from each side. And then this way we're getting a good fit on the legs, and we're not having that extra excess here on the waist. That wraps up this video on fitted diapers. This is just one in a playlist. I've also shown how my son fit in Cloth-eez pre-folds and flats. I've done a video showing how he fit into various newborn all-in-ones, and I'll also be making a video showing newborn wool diaper covers. A couple of these diapers were gifted to me by Green Mountain Diapers for me to include in my Natural Cloth Diapering Class. If you haven't already watched that, you might want to head on over and watch that 12-part series. If you're expecting a baby and planning to cloth diaper during the newborn phase, please subscribe for more videos. Here on Easy Peasy, I share all about cloth diapering and elimination communication.